The solution of differential equation depends upon this form. For this form, if m can be written as a product of two functions x alone, let's say a of x times q of y, and n can also be written as a product of two functions x and y alone, let's say n equals b of x times p of y, then this equation will become a of x times q of y dx plus b of x times p of y dy equals 0. By separation of variables, we need to multiply both sides by 1 over b of x times q of y. Okay, multiplying the two, we can cancel this, so we have a of x over b of x dx plus, we can cancel these two, so we'll get p of y over q of y dy equals 0. We know this function x divided by function x, of course, it's function of x. Copy the x. For this one, we have function y dy equals 0. Integrating both sides of the equation, we will get this function of x plus function y equals c. And this is now our general solution of this form of differential equation given these conditions. To solve this equation, we need to multiply both sides by 1 over xy. So we can cancel this, dx over x plus dy over y equals 0. Integrating this, integral of 1 over x with respect to x is ln of x plus ln of y equals c. Applying property of logarithm, this can be written as ln of x times y equals c. We know that ln can be expressed as log to the base e. So this can be written as log of xy to the base e is equal to c. We know that if log of x to the base a is equal to y, our x is equal to a to the y. Applying this here will give xy equals e raised to c. E is constant, c is constant, constant raised to constant is of course constant. And this is now our final answer. By separation of variables, this equation will become dx over x minus dy over y equals 0. Integrating both sides, so we have ln of x minus ln y equals c. Applying property of logarithm, this can be written as ln of x over y is equal to c. So from here, we can see that x over y equals e raised to c. We know that e is constant, c is constant, so this can be written as x over y is equal to c. At tatandaan nyo, kapag ito'y ln alone and then c alone, you can go directly with this. And from this, we can say that x is equal to cy or y equals cx. Here, we cannot separate the variables directly because of the presence of y prime. So, pag nakita kayo ng y prime, the first thing to do is replace it by dy dx. And then just copy 3y minus 2 all over x. Cross multiplying, we will get dy over 3y minus 2 equals dx over x. Integrating both sides. Okay, so we have integral of 1 over 3y minus 2 with respect to y is 1 over 3 ln of 3y minus 2. Okay, you have to bear in mind that the integral of 1 over ax plus b is simply equal to 1 over a ln of denominator ax plus b plus c. Okay, yung ating a dito ay laging coefficient ng ating x. Say for example, you have this integral of 1 over 1 minus 3x. So here, the coefficient of x is negative 3, is negative 1 over 3 ln of 1 minus 3x, and then of course plus c. So in this case, you divide to 8, 3, and 1/3, and then just copy. And then for this one, we have ln of x, and then plus c. Multiplying both sides by 3, we can cancel this. So we have ln of 3y minus 2 equals 3 times ln x is of course ln of x, or 3 ln x, plus 3 times constant is still constant. This can be written as, again, apply the property of logarithm. We know that ln of x raised to n can be written as n ln of x. By the way, just copy ln of 3y minus 2, and for this one, apply this, can be written as ln of x cubed plus c. Okay, transposing this, we will get ln of 3y minus 2 minus ln of x cubed equals c. So here, we can apply property of logarithm. This can be written as ln of 3y minus 2 all over x cubed is equal to c. ln alone, c alone, this can be written as 3y minus 2 all over x cubed equals c. And from here, we can see that 3y minus 2 equals c times x cubed, or cx cubed minus 3y plus 2 equals 0. And this is now our final answer. Replacing y prime by dy dx, so we have dy dx equals 3x squared multiplying both sides by dx, we'll get dy equals 3x squared dx. Integrating both sides, so we have here y equals, integral of this is 3x cubed over 2 is simply x cubed plus c. This is what we call condition. Y of 2 equals 6 implies that when x is equal to 2, y is equal to 6. Replacing y by 6, we have 6 equals 2 cubed plus c. Therefore, c equals c minus 8 is negative 2. Now, these two can be replaced by, this c can be replaced by negative 2. And then we will get y equals x cubed minus 2. This is now our final answer. This equation can be written as dy dx equals xy cubed over x squared minus 1 raised to 1/2. Cross multiplying, we have dy equals dy over y cubed equals x dx over x squared minus 1 raised to 1/2. The left side can be written as y raised to negative 3 dy. Just copy the right side of the equation. And then integrating both sides, integral of y to the negative 3 is of course y to the negative 3 plus 1 is negative 2. Kung ano yung exponent, siya yung denominator. And then for this one, we'll let q be the denominator, x squared minus 1. Pag isasama yung 1/2. And then du here is equal to 2x dx. Divide both sides by 2. By 2. So we'll get x dx equals du over 2. This is du over 2. And this one is u. Exponent is 1/2. This can be written as u raised to negative 1/2. We have 1/2 here. Du. We're going to integrate this. We have 1/2. Negative 1/2 plus 1 is 1/2. Kung ano yung denominator, kung ano yung exponent, siya ang denominator. We can cancel this. So we have here, integral of this is square root of u. But u is equal to x squared minus 1. So the integral of this equals square root of x squared minus 1 plus c. Multiplying both sides by 2y squared, what will happen? We can cancel negative, let us make this negative 2. So we have here cancel, this 1. 1 equals negative 2 y squared square root of x squared minus 1 negative 2y squared times c is of course negative 2c y squared. Since 2c is constant, we have c y squared. Okay, we can transpose this as well as 1. So we will get what? We have 2y squared times square root of x squared minus 1 still plus cy because negative c is positive c, cy squared equals 1. And this is now our final answer. This equation can be written as dy over y squared plus 9 equals 2t dt. Integrating both sides, we have integral of 1 over y squared plus 9 equals integral of 2t with respect to t. Okay, recall. Integral of 1 over a squared plus u squared with respect to u is 1 over a arctangent u over a. Here, our u squared equals y squared, from which u equals square root of y squared is y, and then du equals dy. A squared equals 9, or a equals square root of 9, which is 3. So we know that dy is du, this one is u squared, and this one is a squared. So it satisfies this form. So the integral of this 1 over a, we know a is 3, so 1 over 3 arctangent of u, which is equal to y, over a 3 equals integral of this is of course 2t squared over 2, simply 2 squared, and then plus c. Multiply both sides by 3. You can cancel this. We have arctangent y over 3 equals 3 times t squared is 3 t squared, 3 times c is constant. And from here, we can see that y over 3 equals tangent of 3t squared plus c. Multiply both sides by 3. So we have y equals 3 tangent of 3t squared plus c is our final answer. This differential equation is homogeneous when the functions m and n are homogeneous functions. Of the same degree. Okay, if function xy is homogeneous function, when this condition is satisfied, f lambda x lambda y equals lambda to the n function xy. Here, n is our degree of homogeneity. Let's say, for example, given f of xy is 3x squared y raised to 4. So first thing to do is get f lambda x lambda y. By the way, given this function, if we want to get f1, 2, all you have to just replace x by 1 and y by 2. So kung ano are, siya yung x, at kung ito, siya yung y. So replacing x by 1, we have 3 times 1 is 4 times 2 raised to 4. Okay. Now, for this case, since this is lambda x, ang gagawin nyo is papalitan nyo ito ng lambda x. Doing so, we have lambda x squared times lambda y raised to 4. Simplifying this, we have 3 lambda squared x squared lambda raised to 4 y raised to 4. Lambda squared times lambda raised to 4 is, of course, lambda raised to 6 times 3x squared y raised to 4. You will notice that this is the same as this one. So this can be written as lambda to the 6 function xy, and this condition is satisfied. So meaning this function is homogeneous function degree 6. Another example is a given function xy is equal to 4x squared plus 3xy. So get f lambda x lambda y. If we replace this by lambda x, we'll get 4 lambda squared x squared. For this one, we have 3 times lambda x times lambda y. Lambda is lambda squared. Common, we can factor lambda squared. So, makukuha natin ay 4 lambda squared times 4 squared plus 3xy. This is the same as this one. So, this can be written as lambda squared function xy. Again, satisfied yung ating condition. So, this is homogeneous function degree 2. Let's say we have function xy equals square root of 2x plus 3y. So here, if we get f lambda x, we have f of lambda x lambda y equals square root of 2 times lambda x plus 3 times lambda y. Here we can factor lambda. So we have here lambda times 2x plus 3y. And this can be written as square root of lambda times 2x plus 3y. This can be written as lambda raised to 1/2. And this one is, of course, function xy. Again, this function is homogeneous degree 1/2. Let's say we have f of xy equals ln of x minus ln of y, getting f lambda x lambda y. Replaced by lambda x, we have ln lambda x minus ln lambda y. I recall this. Ln of a minus ln of b equals ln of a over b. Here, our a is lambda x, our b is lambda y. So, applying this, it can be written as lambda x over lambda y. You can cancel lambda. We have ln of x over ln y. Again, apply this. It can be written as ln of x minus ln y. This is the same as this one. So this is equal. Can be expressed as a function xy. Since we have no lambda here, this can be written as lambda raised to 0. Again, homogeneous function degree, this time 0. Now, after knowing that this differential equation or this form of differential equation is homogeneous, paano siya masosolve? Okay, mag-change tayo ng variable. You can let y equals bx from which dy equals v dx plus x dv, or you can use x equals by from which dx equals v dy plus y dv. So, or ito, pwede gamitin ito o ito, depende na nga sa given. Let's say, for example, solve y dx plus x minus y dy equals 0. So, for our solution, okay, aalamin natin kung siya ay homogeneous. By the way, we cannot choose separation of variables here directly, okay, because of this function. Now, is it homogeneous? Okay, let's find out. Our m here is equal to y. Tatandaan nyo, yung m ay laging katabi ng dx. At ang n ay katabi nating dy, which in this case, x minus 1. Okay? So, this is homogeneous function, degree 1. As technique, kapag ka ang isang function ay one term only, then automatically, siya ay homogeneous function. Okay? Let's say, for example, this one. Di ba alam natin ito ay isang term lang. So, automatic siya ay homogeneous function. Now, paano makukuha yung degree? Just add the exponent ng variable na ginamit. So, 2 plus 4 is 6. Ayun. Shoot. Okay, for this case, so, consists of two terms. Ang gagawin nyo lang, just find the degree of each term. Pag magkatulad, automatically, homogeneous yan. Di ba rin degree 2 is 1 plus 1 is 2. So, degree 2. Magkatulad ng degree, still homogeneous function, degree 2. Let's say, nakita ka ng ganito. X cube plus y cube. Third degree. Third degree. Homogeneous function. Kung lalagyan ko ito ng let's say 3x, third degree, first degree, hindi pwede. Okay, lagyan ko dito ng y squared. Again, this is homogeneous function y, third degree, 1 plus 2 is 3. So, lahat sila ay third degree. Homogeneous function. At kung halimbawa naman, constant lang siya, of course, hindi siya homogeneous function. Ito ay degree 0. Kung lalagyan ko ito ng x squared, hindi pa rin siya kasi second degree, dapat siya third degree. Kung lalagyan ko ng y, this time, this is homogeneous function, degree 3. At kapag ganito yung forma, naka-radical form, titingnan mo yung integrand. Pag ang integrand ay homogeneous, ang ating function ay homogeneous function. In this case, diba alam natin ay homogeneous, degree 1. Okay, yung index gagamitin natin as denominator. So, degree 1 half siya. So, pareho lang. At pagka nawala, let's say this one, automatic. Pag nawala yung lambda, automatic ang kanyang degree is 0. Now, in this case, so, applying our technique, di ba alam natin isang term yan, ano kanyang degree? Degree 1. In this case, still homogeneous function. We have degree 1, So, pareho homogeneous, tapos is same degree. Ibig sabihin, yung ating given ay homogeneous differential equation. Now, para masolve natin ito, sabi ko nga, gagamitan natin siya ng change of variables. Pwedeng gamitin ito. Pipili tayo sa dalawang ito. Okay, ang technique is what? Titingnan nyo yung m. Yung number of terms ng m at saka ng n. Okay, alam natin na ang number of terms din ay isa lang, samantalang dito ay dalawa. Ang pipiliin nyo ay yung kukunti lang. Ang kukunti dito ay yung ating n. So, ang m natin ay equal sa y. Di ba ito yan? Ang katabi niyan ay dx. So, ang dx dito sa dalawang ito na nasa sa left side ay ito lang. Saan ba siya nanggaling? D by dn. So, meaning to say, our assumption is we let x equals by. From which dx equals v dy plus y dv. Okay? Anong gagawin dito? Isa-substitute natin dito. O papalitan natin yung x nito. Samantalang yung dx ay papalitan natin nito. At yung y, of course, kukopyahin na lang natin. Okay. So, we have here y times v dy plus y dv plus x is by minus y, and then this one is dy copy, and then copy 0. So here si-simplify natin ang equation ito. Okay, to simplify this, let's copy first this v dy plus y dv, and then common si y, and then okay, as you can see here, you can divide both sides of the equation by y to limit y. Okay, so we have v dy plus y dv plus v minus 1 times dy equals 0. So this is dy, this is dy, you can factor dy here. So v plus v minus 1 times dy, dito siya nanggaling, pinaktor natin ito, and then just copy this, plus y dv is 0. When v plus b is 2v minus 1 is dy plus y dv. E, diba yung mga variables na involved dito ay y and dv, na kung saan pwede natin siyang separate. So, doing so, we have here dy over y plus dv over 2v minus 1 equals 0. Integrating this, we have here ln of y plus 1/2 ln of 2v minus 1 equals c. Multiply both sides by 2, we have 2 ln of y plus ln of 2b minus 1 equals constant times constant is constant. 2 is a constant, right? Now, this can be written as ln of y squared plus ln of 2b minus 1 is c. Apply yung property of logarithm, ln of a times b is ln of a plus ln b. This is our a, this is our b. So this can be written as ln of y squared times 2b minus 1 equals c. And from here, you can remove directly ln. Pure ln, c alone, so y squared times 2b minus 1 equals 0. And this is not yet finished. Why? Because our given is in terms of x and y. So, dapat nakita natin si x. Diba, our assumption is x is equal to dy. Ito yan. And from here, what is b? b is x over y. Okay, so here I can replace v by x over y. We have y squared times 2x over y minus 1 equals c. Distribute, we have this times this is 2xy minus this times this is of course negative y squared equals c. And this is now our final answer. Here, the first thing to do is replace y prime by dy dx. So we have dy dx equals, copy the right side, we have x raised to 4 plus 2y raised to 4 all over xy cube. Cross multiplying, we have x raised to 4 plus 2y raised to 4 times dx equals xy cube times dy. Isang term lang ito dalawa. So, ang katabi nito ay dy. Saan ba nanggaling si dy? Di ba pang y equals dx, dy equals vdx plus x dv. Now, copy this. And then replacing y by this one, you'll get 2b raised to 4 x raised to 4, and then copy dx. Copy x equals. Copy x, replace this by bx, we have b cube x cube. And then times dy, dy is b dx plus x dv. Okay, we can factor x is to 4 here. X is to 4, 1 plus 2b raised to 4 dx, and this times this is x is to 4, distribute this, so b raised to 4 dx plus b cube x dv, this times this. Okay, now we can cancel x is to 4 here, and then for this one we copy 1 plus 2b raised to 4 and then copy dx equals v raised to 4 dx plus b cube x dv. This is dx, you can transpose this. We have 1 plus 2b raised to 4 minus v raised to 4. Factorin natin yung dx equals b cube x dv. Okay, we can combine the two. We have 1 plus b raised to 4 dx equals b cube x dv. Separating the variables, you'll get dx over x equals b cube dv over 1 plus b raised to 4. Integrate both sides. So, integral of this is ln of x. Okay, for this one, we let u be equal to 1 plus b raised to 4. du is 4b cube dv. Divide both sides by 4 by 4. So, we can cancel this. This is the same as this one. So, this integral can be written as integral of, or 1/4 integral of du. This is our u, is 1/4 ln of u. But what is u? U is this one. So we can say directly that the integral of this is 1/4 ln of 1 plus v raised to 4, and then plus c. Multiply both sides by 4. So we have here 4 ln of x equals ln of 1 plus b raised to 4. 4 times c is of course constant, so plus c. We can express this as ln of x raised to 4, and then transposing this will give minus ln of 1 plus v raised to 4 equals c. Applying property of logarithm, we'll get what? Ln of x raised to 4 over 1 plus b raised to 4 equals c. So pure ln, c alone, just remove ln. So x raised to 4 over 1 plus b raised to 4 is equal to c. We need to remove this, and we know that our assumption is y equals bx. Ito yan, di ba? Anong ating v? We have v is y over x. So here, let's copy the numerator over 1 plus b is 4 is 4. So y to the 4th over x raised to 4 is equal to c. And then from here, we have x is to 4 over x is to 4 plus y raised to 4 all over x raised to 4 is equal to c. And then this can be multiplied by this, so we'll get x raised to 8 over x raised to 4 plus y is equal to c. So we can write this as x raised to 8 equals c times x raised to 4 plus y raised to 4, and this can be our final answer. If you want, you can divide both sides by c. So this is 1 over c, x raised to 8 equals x raised to 4 plus y raised to 4. And from here, we can say that y raised to 4 equals c x raised to 8 minus x raised to 4. Okay, so this is now our final answer. Actually, pwede na rin ito. O kaya naman, ito. This can be written as dy dx equals 2xy over x squared minus y squared. Cross multiplying, we have 2xy dx equals x squared minus y squared dy. The question is it homogeneous technique? Okay, this is second degree. This is second degree. Second degree, para pareho ng degree, ibig sabihin siya ay homogeneous differential equation. At alam natin, ito ay one term only. Ito isang ito ay dalawa. So, may dx dito. Saan ba nanggaling si dx? Of course, kay by. So, x equals by. So, ito yung ating assumption. From which dx equals b dy plus y dv. Replacing x here by by, we'll get 2vy times y. And then dx by this, we have v dy plus y dv equals x squared. If we take the square of both sides of this, we'll get v squared, y squared, copy y squared, as well as of course yung ating dy. Here, we can multiply the 2. We have 2vy squared, copy v dy plus y dv. And then factor y squared here. So y squared times b squared minus 1 dy. Divide both sides by y squared. Okay, and then distribute this. We had 2b times b is 2v squared dy plus 2by dv, and then copy b squared minus 1, and then dy. This is dy, this is 2b dy. We can transpose this, so we'll get 2b squared minus b squared is negative, transpose is making 1, and then dy here plus 2b y dv equals 0. 2b squared minus b squared is b squared, and then plus 1 is dy plus 2by dv is 0. Okay, separating the variables, you'll get dy over y plus 2b dv over b squared plus 1 equals 0. Integrating both sides, we have ln y. We let u be equal to b squared plus 1, so du is 2b dv. This is du, this is u. Integral of 1 over with respect to is ln u, but u is b squared plus 1, so we have u plus ln of b squared plus 1 equals c. And then applying the property of logarithm, we'll get ln of y times b squared plus 1 equals c. ln alone, c alone, so just remove ln. So y times b squared plus 1 is equal to c. We know that from x is equal to by, our b is x over y. This is second b squared, so square this square. This is x squared over y squared. So y times x squared over y squared plus 1 equals c. Distribute, we have x squared over y plus y is equal to c. Multiply both sides by y. You can cancel this, and then you have your y squared equals c1. And this is now our final answer. Here, we let m be equal to a sub 1 x plus b sub 1 y plus c sub 1, while n equals a sub 2 x plus b sub 2 y plus c sub 2. So as you can see, this is linear in form in two variables. In this case, the variables are x and y. To find the solution of this, we need to change the variable. We let x be equal to u plus h, while y equals b plus k. H and k here are constants to be determined. Of course, u and v are variables. So getting dx here, we have dx equals du. Similarly, we have dy equals dv. Now, to find h and k, equate m to 0 as well as, of course, our n to 0. So here, magkakaroon tayo ng dalawang equations. And using these two equations, we can solve for x and y. Now, the value of x that you will obtain here is our h. And the value of k is, of course, yung value ng y na makukuha natin. Here, our m equals x minus y plus 2, while n equals x plus y minus 4. Equating m to 0, we have m equals 0, and then replace x by h, y by k, and then transpose this to get negative. H minus k equals negative 2. Similarly for this one, equate n to 0, replace by h, this one by k, transpose this. Okay, so two equations, two unknowns, we can get the value of h and k here. H is 1, and k is equal to 3. Now, we let x be equal to u plus h is 1. And then y equals b plus k is 3. From its dx equals du and dy equals dv. Replace x by this, we'll get u plus 1, y by b plus 3, so minus b minus 3 plus 2. This is dx replaced by du. And then plus x is u plus 1, y is b plus 3, and then minus 4, dy equals dv. Simplifying this, we have 1 minus 3 is negative, 2 plus 2 is 0. So we have u minus v du plus 1 plus 3 minus 4 is of course 0. U plus v dv equals 0. Is it homogeneous? First degree, first degree, first degree, first degree. Meaning, it is now homogeneous differential equation. We let u be equal to pv. We have du equals pdv plus pdt. Replace u by pv, so we have pv plus b or minus b. And then du, what is du? du is pdb plus bdp, and then plus u is pv, copy v, and then dv equals 0. We can factor b here, so b times p minus 1 times pdb plus bdp plus factor b, b times p plus 1, dv equals 0. Divide both sides by b, by v, by v, and then multiply the 2. We have p squared minus p dv plus p minus 1 v dp, cancel this, plus p plus 1 dv equals 0. This dv, you can factor b here or dv here, copy, and then copy this, plus p plus 1 times dv, and then copy this, p minus 1 v dp equals 0. You can cancel this. We have p squared plus 1 dv plus p minus 1 v dp equals 0. Separating the variables, we have dv over b plus p minus 1 over p squared plus 1 dp equals 0. Copy dv over b. This can be written as p over p squared plus 1 minus, let us put dv here, minus dp over p squared plus 1 equals 0. Now we can integrate this. Integrate. We have ln of b plus integral of this is 1/2 ln of p squared plus 1. And this one is of course 1 arctangent. 1 over 1 is 1 because A squared here is equal to 1. U squared is P squared. U is equal to P, du is dP. So, integral of 1 over A squared plus U squared is arctangent. 1 over A arctangent U over A. Since A is 1, 1 over 1 is 1, our U is P, divided by 1 is P, equals C. Multiply both sides by 2, we have 2 ln of B plus ln of P squared plus 1 minus 2 arctangent of P. 2 times C is still constant. This can be written as ln of B squared. Apply property of logarithm here. We have here ln of B squared times P squared plus 1. And then minus arctangent of P equals C. Okay. We need to replace P by what? Okay, from here, P is equal to U over B. So, U over B. So, from U equals PV, P is equal to U over B. Squaring both sides, we get P squared equals U squared over B squared. Now, we can place this by U squared by over B squared. So, we have here ln of B squared times U squared over B squared plus 1. And then minus 2 arctangent P is U over B. So, U over B is equal to C. Substitute, we have ln of U squared plus B squared minus 2 arctangent of U over B is equal to C. Now, this is not yet the final answer because our given is in terms of X and Y. We need to replace U by what? And B by K. From here, X is U plus 1, Y is B plus 3. From X equals U plus 1 and Y equals B plus 3, we have here U equals X minus 1, while B is Y minus 3. Taking the square of both sides, we have here U squared is X squared minus 2X plus 1. B squared equals Y squared minus 6Y plus 9. Adding the 2, you'll get U squared plus B squared. Copy X squared as well as Y squared. Negative 2X, negative 6Y, 1 plus 9 is of course 10. Now we can replace this directly by this. So we have here ln of X squared plus Y squared minus 2X minus 6Y plus 10 minus 2 arctangent. We know that U is equal to X minus 1. So X minus 1, B is Y minus 3 equals C. This is now our final answer. Here, our M equals X plus Y plus 2, while N equals X plus Y. Equate M to 0, replace X and Y by H and K respectively, transposing 2, you'll get H plus K equals negative 2. Let us solve equation 1. And then for this one, we have H plus K equals 0. So if you're going to subtract the 2, wala tayong makukuha ang value ng H and K. So hindi pwedeng gawin yung ginawa natin before. So anong gagawin dito? We'll just change the variable. In this case, kapag ganyan ang given, ang u natin dito ay pwedeng yung m o kaya yung n. Ang ginagawa ko dito, kinukuha ko lang yung kukuntiang term as my u. So we let u be equal to x plus y, from which du equals dx plus dy. Since this is dy, get dy here. dy equals du minus dx. So we know that x plus y here is equal to u. So we have here u, copy 2, and then copy dx, plus x plus y is u. What is dy? du minus dx equate to 0. So copy u plus 2 first, and then dx, distribute this, so plus u du minus u dx equals 0. This is dx, we can factor dx. So we have u plus 2 minus u, ito yan, and then as I've said, factor dx, copy u du equals 0. We can cancel this, so we have here 2 dx plus u du equals 0. Integrate. We have integral of 2 dx is of course 2x. This one is u squared over 2 is equal to c. Multiply both sides by 2 will give 4x plus u squared. 2 times c is still c. But what is u? u is equal to x plus y. Since u is equal to x plus y, then this will become 4x plus x plus y squared is equal to c. This can be our final answer. Ito na lang. You can expand this. Ito na lang, baka magkamali pa. Okay, this is constant, so automatically our u is our n, which is 2x plus y minus 4. And then du is 2dx plus dy. Dito tayo sa dx. From here, dx equals du minus dy all over 2. So this ds can be replaced by this. So we have 3 times du minus dy all over 2 plus this is equal to u. dy equals 0. Multiply both sides by 2. I cancel this, distribute this. We have 3 du minus 3 dy plus 2u dy equals 0 times 2 for 0. Okay, so copy 3 du and then plus, we can factor dy here. We have 2u minus 3 dy equals 0. Separating the variables, we have 3 du over 2u minus 3 plus dy equals 0. Integrating this, we have integral of this is 3 over 2 ln of 2u minus 3. Integral of this is of course y is c. Multiply both sides by 2. So makakasul natin ito. We have 3 ln of 2u minus 3 plus y equals what? C. But we need to multiply this by 2 will give 2y. Now, what is u? u is 2x plus y minus 4. So we have here 3 ln of 2 times 2x plus y minus 4. 2x plus y minus 4 minus 3 plus 2y equals c. Simplifying this, we have 2 times 2x is 4x, 2y, 2 times na is negative 8, minus 3 is negative 11, and then plus 2yc is now our final answer. This form of differential equation is exact when this condition is satisfied. Partial derivative of m with respect to y equals partial derivative of n with respect to x, and this can be expressed as m sub y equals n sub x. After knowing that this equation is exact, we'll let the solution be. Mu of xy equals c, where mu equals integral of m of xy dx plus p of y. Here we need to get p of I, and to get p of y, we just take the partial derivative of mu with respect to y and equate this to n of xy. Recall partial differentiation. Given function xy, if we get the partial derivative of f with respect to x, denoted by this, or can be f sub x, we need to treat y as constant. And for partial derivative of f with respect to y, ito yung kanyang notation, it can be written as f sub y, we need to treat x as constant. Let's say f of xy is equal to 4x cubed y squared. Okay, technique na lang ha. Yung y dito ay factor. So with respect to x, kukopyahin mo lang siya kasi factor siya. And then, i-differentiate nyo ito with respect to x. This is 12x squared. Okay, for this one, with respect to y, kukopyahin mo lang si x kasi factor siya. And then, differentiate this with respect to y. This is 8y. Okay, now, let's say, dagdagan natin siya ng 3x raised to 5. With respect to x, of course, derivative nito is 15x raised to 4. Okay, how about this one? Since ci term, mag-a-act siyang constant. So, kung say constant, alam naman, derivative ng constant is 0. So, plus 0 naman ito. Okay? Magdagdag pa tayo ng isa. Let's say 2y cubed. Okay? With respect to x, this will act as a constant kasi term siya. And, of course, derivative ng constant is 0. This is y. This is y. Hindi na siya constant. Ano ang derivative ng 2y cubed o negative 2y cubed with respect to y? It's negative 6y squared. As an example, let us solve this differential equation. Here, our m equals 2x plus y plus 3, while n equals x plus 4y cubed. Getting the partial derivative of m with respect to y. With respect to y, this is 0. With respect to y, this is 1. And then, for a partial derivative of n with respect to x, we have here 1. This will act as a constant. So, partial derivative of 4y cubed with respect to x is 0. You will notice that here, the partial derivative of m with respect to y equals partial derivative of n with respect to x. Therefore, the given equation is exact differential equation. And the solution is mu xy equals constant, where mu in this case is just the integral of the first term of our equation. So just copy 2x here plus y plus 3 dx plus p of y. Lagi siyang plus p of y. Okay, integrating this with respect to x is x squared. Copy y. We know that the integral of dx is x. And then for 3 with respect to x is 3x. And then just copy p of y. And then to get p of y, just get the partial derivative of this result with respect to y. So with respect to y, this is 0. With respect to y, copy x. This is also 0. And then for this one, just p prime of y. And then equate to n of xy. Copy x plus p prime of y. Our n is x plus 4y cubed. So copy x plus 4y cubed. And simplifying this, we can cancel this. We'll get p prime of y equals 4y cubed. Integrate both sides of this equation with respect to y. You'll get p of y integral of 4y cubed with respect to y. So we have here 4y to the 4th over 4 is simply y to the 4th. So this p of y can be replaced by this. So we have mu equals x squared plus xy plus 3x plus y raised to 4. We know that mu is equal to c. Therefore, we have x squared plus xy plus 3x plus y to the 4th equals c is our final answer. 2x is simply for x cubed 0 0. So you will notice that m sub y equals n sub x. Therefore, the given equation is exact differential equation. We know that the solution will start with mu xy is equal to c. From which mu, as I've said before, is always integral of the first term. So integral of 4x cubed y minus 3x squared with respect to x is always plus p of y. Integrating this with respect to x, copy y. Integral of 4x cubed with respect to x is 4x cubed over 4, or simply x raised to 4. Minus this one is 3x cubed over 3, simply x cubed. And then just copy p of y is our mu. And then getting the partial derivative of mu with respect to y. With respect to y, copy x raised to 4. Derivative with respect to y is 1. This will act as a constant, so 0. And then, as I've said before, this is always p prime of y. And then equate to n. Copy x raised to 4. As well as, of course, yung ating p prime of y. And then, we know that n is equal to x raised to 4 minus 3y squared plus 5. Simplifying this, we can cancel this. So we have p prime of y equals negative 3y squared plus 5. Integrating this with respect to y, we have p of y equals integral of negative 3y squared plus 5 respect to y. So with respect to y, this is negative y cubed. With respect to y, this is 5y. And this is now our p of y. Replacing this by this, we'll get mu, but mu is equal to c. So let us go directly with the answer. We have x raised to 4, copy y minus x cubed plus p of y negative y cubed plus 5y equals, as I've said, mu is equal to c. Just copy c or write c. This is now our final answer. Here, our m equals 2x squared y cubed plus 4x cubed. Our n equals 2x cubed y squared minus 5y raised to 4. Getting the partial derivative of m with respect to y. With respect to y, copy x squared. Differentiating 2y cubed with respect to y is 6y squared. And then this will act as a constant, so differentiating constant, of course, 0. Partial derivative of n with respect to x. With respect to x, copy y squared. Differentiate this with respect to x, so we have here 6x squared. For this one, 0. You will notice that m sub y here is the same as n sub x. Therefore, the given equation is exact. We know that mu of xy is equal to c, where mu in this case is just the integral of the first term, 2x squared y cubed plus 4x cubed with respect to x. This is always plus p of y. Integrating this with respect to x, this is 2, copy 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. Kung ano yung exponent, siya ang denominator. And just copy y cubed. for this one is 4x raised to 4 over 4, or simply x raised to 4, and then plus p of y is our mu. Getting the partial derivative of mu with respect to y, copy x cubed. Derivative of this with respect to y is 3 times 2 is 6 over 3 is 2. So 2, 3 minus 1 is 2. Constant 0. This always p prime of y equals n. Copy to x cubed y squared as well as p prime of y. We know that our n is 2x cubed y squared. Minus 5y raised to 4. Simplifying this, we can cancel this. P prime of y equals negative 5y raised to 4. Integrating this with respect to y, this will become p of y. Laging ganun, ha? With respect to y, this is negative 5y raised to 5 over 5, or simply negative y raised to 5. Now, we can replace this. Let's copy first 2 over 3 x cubed y cubed plus x raised to 4 minus p of y is negative y raised to 5 equals mu, where mu is of course c, and multiply both sides by 3 will give, or cancel this. We have 2x cubed y cubed. Unahin natin are. So minus 3y raised to 5 plus 3x raised to 4. Well, the 3 times constant is still constant. And this is now our final answer. If this differential equation is not exact and it has integrating factor, we can make this exact by simply multiplying this equation by the integrating factor. And to determine the integrating factor, we can use either of the two cases here. For case 1, we have 1 over n times partial derivative of m with respect to y minus partial derivative of n with respect to x equals function x alone. The integrating factor is e raised to integral of f of x with respect to x. And for case 2, we have 1 over m sub y minus n sub x is a function of y alone. The integrating factor is e raised to negative integral of g of y with respect to y. As an example, let us solve this differential equation. Here, our m equals x cubed plus y squared. Our n equals x squared minus 2xy. Getting the partial derivative of m with respect to y, this is 2y. With respect to x, this is 2x minus 2y. As you can see in our cases here, this is the same as this one. So here, we need to get first m sub y minus n sub x. So m sub y is 2y minus this is negative 2x. Negative negative is positive. Simplifying this, we have 4y minus 2x. We can factor negative 2. So we have negative 2 times x minus 2y. Let us use case 1 first. Case 1 is m sub y minus n sub x over n. This is equal to negative 2 times x minus 2y. Our n equals x squared minus 2xy. But this can be written as, we can factor x here. So x times x minus 2y. Okay, so replace n by this, we'll get x times x minus 2y. We can cancel this. We have negative 2 over x. You will notice that this is already function of x alone. So, hindi natin gagamitin ng case 2. Kasi satisfied na tayo sa case 1. So, for case 1, our integrating factor is e to the integral of f of x with respect to x. E to the integral of f of x is negative 2 over x. And then integrating the exponent, we have negative e raised to negative 2 ln of x. This can be written as e raised to ln of x raised to negative 2. Or simply, this is equal to x raised to negative 2. And this is now our integrating factor. Anong gagawin sa kanya? I-multiply natin sa given. Our given is x cubed plus y squared dx plus x squared minus 2xy dy equals 0. Multiplying this by x raised to negative 2, we will get this times this. 3 minus 2 is 1. Copy x raised to negative 2 and y squared, as well as of course dx. This times this is x to 0 is 1. So plus 1 minus this times this, negative 2 plus 1 is negative 1. Hindi natin ng 2. And then copy y. As well as of course dy. 0 times is of course 0. Okay, we let p be equal to this kasi nagamit natin si m. X plus x raised to negative 2 y squared, and q be equal to this 1 minus 2 x raised to negative 1 y. Getting the partial derivative of p with respect to y. With respect to y, this is 0. Copy x raised to negative 2. Differentiate this with respect to y. This is 2y. Now, for this one, partial derivative of q with respect to x, 0. Negative 1 times negative 2 is positive 2. Negative 1 minus 1 is negative 2. And then just copy y. These two are the same. Ibig sabihin, ito ay exact differential equation. The solution is mu of xy equals c. Here, our mu is just the integral of this. We have x plus x raised to negative 2 y squared dx plus p of y. With respect to x, we have x squared over 2. With respect to x, copy y squared. Integral of x raised to negative 2. With respect to x negative 2 plus 1 is negative 1. So x raised to negative 1 over negative 1. So pwede na siyang tanggalin directly. Tanggalin natin yung plus sign, gawin natin minus sign. And then plus copy p of y. Now, getting the partial derivative of mu, of this mu, with respect to y, this is 0. With respect to y, copy negative x raised to negative 1. This is of course 2y. And then plus p prime of y to be equated to this time dito sa q. Copy negative 2x raised to negative 1y plus p prime of y or p of we have q is 1 minus 2x raised to negative 1y. Ito yan. Simplifying this, we can cancel this. We have p prime of y is 1. Integrating this with respect to y will give p of y equals integral of 1. Just to show you, sinulat ko na lang. And then integral of 1 dy is of course y. Okay, pwede natin siyang palitan. We have copy x squared over 2 minus x raised to negative 1 y squared plus p of y is y equals mu, where mu is equal to c. Multiply both sides by 2. Isama natin si x. Bakit? Para matanggal ito. Kukuhin natin ang kanyang reciprocal. Ang kanyang reciprocal ay x. So we have here 2x. You can cancel this. X times x squared is x cubed. This x to the 0. May 2 din eh. So minus 2 y squared. 2x times this is of course 2xy. 2 times constant is constant. You have to put x here. And then transposing this, copy x cubed. Unahin natin are plus 2xy minus 2y squared minus cx. But negative c is constant, so you can make this plus. Equals 0 is now our final answer. Here, the first thing to do is replace y prime by dy dx. Copy the right side of the equation. Cross multiplying this, we have 4xy plus y squared times dx equals 2x squared minus 2y times dy. We can transpose this. So 4xy plus y squared dx minus 2x squared minus 2y dy equals 0. Here our m equals 4xy plus y squared, and our n equals negative 2x squared plus 2y. Okay, getting partial derivative of m with respect to y. With respect to y, this is 4x plus 2y. With respect to x, this is negative 4x plus 0. My minus next equals 4x minus negative 4x is 8x plus 2y. Using case 1, we have my minus next over n. By the way, this can be written as 2 times 4x plus y. So 2 times 4x plus y over n. Our n is negative 2. Actually, this can be written as negative 2 times x squared minus y. So, negative 2 times x squared. Hindi ito pwedeng cancelin. Ito pwede. Pero itong dalawang ito, hindi pwede. So, this implies that yung ating case 1 ay failed. Punta na tayo sa case 2. Ano ba yung ating case 2? M sub y minus n sub x. This time, this is m. We know that m sub y minus n sub x is 2 times 4x plus y divided by m. Nasaan yung ating m? Ito. This can be written as 4. Oh, not 4. We have y. We can factor y, di ba? Y times 4x plus y. Factor y. Okay. So, we can cancel this. So, we have 2 over y. This is function of y alone. So, we have integrating factor of case 2 is e raised to negative integral of g of y. In this case, g of y is 2 over y. With respect to y, we have e raised to negative 2 ln of y. We have e ln y raised to negative 2 simply equal to y raised to negative 2. Okay? And then we need to multiply this by our integrating factor. We have 4xy plus y squared dx minus quantity 2x squared minus 2y dy equals 0. multiply both sides by y raised to negative 2, y raised to negative 2. This times this is 4x, negative 2 plus 1 is negative 1, plus this times this is y to the 0 is 1. And then minus 2x squared y raised to negative 2 minus 2y raised to negative 1 dy equals 0 is 1 plus negative is negative 1. Here we let p be equal to 4xy raised to negative 1 plus 1, and q equals negative 2x squared y raised to negative 2, negative is positive 2, y raised to negative 1. Getting the partial derivative of p with respect to y. With respect to y, this is negative 4, copy x, negative 1 minus 1 is negative 2, is 0. With respect to x, this one is 2 times negative 2 is negative 4. 2 minus 1 is of course 1. Copy y raised to negative 2 is constant, 0. So these two are the same. So this is already what? Exact differential equation. Mu equals integral of this 4x y raised to negative 1 plus 1 dx plus p of y. With respect to x, this is 4x squared over 2 is 2x squared. Copy y raised to negative 1. And then for this one, so plus x plus p of y is our mu. Getting the partial derivative of this result with respect to y. With respect to y, copy 2x squared is negative 1 is negative 2, y raised to negative 2. Plus p prime of y equals q. We know that our q is negative 2 x raised to 2y raised to negative 2 plus 2y raised to negative 1. Copy negative 2 x raised to 2 y raised to negative 2 as well as of course p prime of y. Simplifying this, we have p prime of y equals 2 times y raised to negative 1. This can be written as 2 over y. Integrating this with respect to y, we have p of y is integral of 2 over y respect to y. We have 2 ln of y. This can be replaced now by this. So we will get 2x squared y raised to negative 1 plus x plus 2 ln of y equals c. Multiply both sides by reciprocal of this para mawala siya. So y. So we have 2x squared plus xy plus 2y ln y equals c times y. We can transpose this. So we have 2x squared plus xy plus 2 ln of y minus cy, simply cy, because negative c is also constant, equals 0. And this is now our final answer.